actually had a friend tell me that this is financial abuse, but I don't know enough about that.
Dude, no, I'm fucking.
No. Oh my god.
It's over. Financial abuse, bitch. I got nothing. This is completely just the black pill. This is the fucking black pill. This woman.
And he wouldn't clean his bathroom for months and months and months, but would constantly complain about how bad it smelled, and I would tell him that.
Not only was he abusive, but he also wouldn't clean the piss off of his toilet. Can you believe that, guys?
What do you mean?
It sounds like you guys don't believe all women. It's
Yeah, you believe all fucking animals, dude. Go stroke it to another toucan. This is not any evidence of any fucking abuse or anything close. This is insanity. Dude, and the response that I've been seeing is that, like, Wilbur Soot is being outed as a serial abuser because of this shit.
No.
A serial
Poor guy.
abuser. Dumb bitch who's just accused Wilbur Soot, or fucking her ex, speculated to be Wilbur Soot, of financially abusing her because he wouldn't pay for her cat, like her cat sitter. I'm willing to bet $5,000 that this was in a playful, sexual-esque context, but now that the relationship went poor and he didn't commit to her, now she's recontextualizing it, acting as if it's malicious to show that he's some kind of supervillain, dangerous guy to society. But the main situation I want to get into, the rape, physical abuse review, live on air. We got this Wilbur Soot guy, who's a huge YouTuber who I basically only a little bit know from Minecraft Dream SMP type of stuff, where he's got 6 million subs. He's known for, like, I guess these,
He did
like,
it.
hello? What? He did it? Is that what you said?
He did it. Yeah. He's goatee. He's a Minecraft. Yeah, he's goatee.
Yeah. Yeah, off the fucking jump. You know, he's picking these music videos, Soft Boy, Minecraft social experiments, Boomers versus Zoomers. That seems to, like, be his channel. That's the content of what he has going on over here. And I saw this tweet. He hasn't posted in over a year, at least on this channel. But I saw this tweet. This guy Samuel, who's like other commentary, like an Orbiter guy, YouTuber as well. He made this tweet saying allegations have come out against Wilbur Soot against the after the YouTuber Shubble, ex-partner of Wilbur, spoke about a past partner being abusive towards her. Jesus. People have jumped to this being about Wilbur due to the violence being described and clips going viral. Thoughts on this? And this is the clip right here. Lord Commander, thank you for the $5. Hassan's chair is the hardest worker, having a curious fat ass for hours on end with no pay. W. Dono, thank you. But this is the clip in question right here of Wilbur Soot's apparent ex-partner, who's talking about apparently him, but didn't name drop him. But apparently people are convinced it's about him, so let's take a look.
Needed him to really stop biting so hard. I didn't like it, and I tried telling him over and over again because he wasn't actually trying at all to not hurt me. But he said he would try at first. And then he started saying things like...
That he would try to hurt you?
But he said he would try at first. And then...
Wait, no, try not to.
But he said he would try at first. And then he started saying things like, it was my pain tolerance that was too low. Or I'm exaggerating how much it actually hurts. He's not even biting that hard. I'm being dramatic.
Biting? You know, in all my like 2 years of living, I've never fucking heard biting allegations be fucking physical abuse. What?
Yo,
this guy was chomping on this
she's-
bitch?
Are we sure she's not part of the fucking Camden Jaw Davis vampire cult?
Yeah.
Bro, I was literally about to say
Yeah,
that.
we should look into that, yeah.
But his biting escalated to a point where I was covered in bruises all over my arms, and they hurt, and he would poke at them for fun.
Well, I mean,
And
that's
he even
kind of
felt
what
so-
happens when you bite someone. There's bruises.
Okay,
That's
victim blaming already, Smaggle? Come on.
So
Come on.
comfortable
not
showing
victim
off
blaming,
my
it's
bruises that he had
victim being a
caused
dumbass.
to our friends because he would bite me so hard by accident. By accident.
But
He would
what?
even joke that it looked like he abused me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, okay, I'm not trying to, like, completely devalidate off the jump, okay? Believe all women, you know? I'm a supporter of the Me Too movement, guys. But
Me too,
biting?
more like me too.
this story's about fucking biting? biting. The bitch got okay. The woman, the respectable, independent woman with her own business going on, she got bit, and these are the abuse allegations. She got bit on her arm.
Wilbur Soot has bitten me harder than that.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a different girl too? Is this fucking Minx? Where did she crawl out of?
That bites everyone.
There must have been alcohol around. She must have offered her a beer.
He'd bite you.
He never bit me when I met him.
He would. Wilbur Soot bite.
He would even
So there's multiple women claiming out that he's a biter.
joke that it
Dude.
looked like he abused me. And eventually he did acknowledge how bad it looked that I was covered in bruises all the time. So he stopped biting my arms as often, and he started biting my legs instead.
No. No.
Dude, I'm sorry, but
Yo,
he then stopped on the arms, but then he went to my legs. Like, no,
are
I'm
you
sorry. What were you
dating
gonna say?
Jeffrey Dahmer, dude? Are you dating Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, what's going on?
No, I can't. I'm not sure.
So I broke up with him,
Is there a meme in the middle of this allegation? What the fuck is this?
and he started biting my legs instead.
Look, no, I can't. I'm not sure. No,
So Wilbur, that was like biting some random. Oh no, that was actually like a clip of him biting some like mascot James. Apparently, whoever James Marriott, is this fucking James Marriott? Is that actually James Marriott? It kind of looks like him. Fucking commentary channel. They are British. I wouldn't be surprised if they're connected.
He's not a commentary channel anymore. He's a fucking singer. He's like Wilbur.
He's
Fucking
at heart. It's a
consistent.
fucking. He's part of the
Wait,
British.
James who?
crew.
James
James
Bear?
Marriott. No, James Marriott. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said James
Oh.
Bear,
Marriott.
dude. I was like, Jesus Christ,
James
that's
Marriott,
awful.
the guy who fucked his sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I broke up with him, and I didn't even want to,
What?
because I couldn't even see for such a long time after
She didn't want to break up with him. She broke up with him because of the biting.
what it really was that had happened, that he had abused me.
Just think of the
And
two.
In fact, we
The real meta is biting the clit. You're such an interesting
Oh,
mind, Jess. Thank you.
Oh,
You
God.
know,
we want to be
it's kind of funny because she's a ginger.
What?
What's
What is the
what's a word
meme?
that you could what's a word you could use for ginger?
I think he's.
N-word?
Yeah, I think he's saying that.
Wow,
it's-
wow, dude, real
it's-
highbrow fucking comedy on the Luhrix channel tonight, boys. Thank you. What's a word that rhymes with ginger,
we left
guys?
things as we want to be friends.
Thanks, dude.
And he can never imagine not speaking to me again. And then he never spoke to me again. All the cleaning, all the laundry, all of it, I was paying for. All of the like paper towels, like soap, all of that only stayed in the house so long as I was buying it.
What
Okay.
am I listening to?
Yeah, like what?
All of that only stayed in the house so long as I was buying it.
What about the
Probably right.
house itself?
Wait, am I?
I was buying it. Like paper towels, like soap, all of that only stayed in the house so long as I was buying it.
The guy only had soap and paper towels in the house as long as she was buying it. The not
I
buying
wonder-
soap allegations. What the fuck am I listening
think-
to?
What a piece of shit.
Do you think that his shut up, Zach. Do you think that his mom also lives with him and like it's a secret that she lives there?
Yeah, dude. Do you know the lore? That's a fucking legendary soundbite. Nick struck gold with that. Reese, thank you for the $2. Why do we care if Wilbur bites exactly? It's abuse. Right. Thank you for the $2. She should have started dating Amy Hammer.
Um,
Thank you for the
Armie
I would
donations.
arrive
Oh,
and there
sorry.
would just be
Armie.
toilet paper in the whole house. There were paper towels instead, and who knows for how long too.
Fuck my life, you cared when I was sick. No one ever gave a shit. You said you gave the world, I took it all. You fought this war inside, it asked me, what am I doing this for? It should have been.
He would spill things on
What was that? What did I just listen to? That was supposed to be like
I think
evidence
this
to
is
show
gonna be
that
genius
he's
behind
guilty
the
of it.
lyrics, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the She's explaining the lyrics right now.
the floor and literally never clean them up. He got an ant infestation once, and
Dude, this is a fucking
What is
show.
what?
What is it? Is there just like, am I just paying attention more because I'm streaming? But is it just me, or is there an influx of retarded allegations this last
Horrible.
year cycle? Like, this is just unbelievable. An ant infestation? Do these people not have brains how to come out of an allegation? Why is this even being brought up?
He is not beating the ant infestation allegations.
Like,
ever.
This is just
He got an ant
absurd.
infestation once, and wasn't going to do anything about it because he said, bugs are normal in British houses.
I really like bugs. Ever since I was a kid, I was really into like bugs and insects.
the
When I was
fuck am I
really, really
listening
small,
to?
there was a
This
bunch
is
of woodlice
actually
that
an
used to live in our
extreme
garden.
point.
Spoiler alert for the rest of this episode, by the way. They're my favorite. Woodlice are my favorite bugs. Put that on record.
Because he said
What?
he wanted to see how much fame and money he could get.
Dude, and this isn't just shit or shit. This is like an allegation against a guy with 6 million subs.
Oh my
That is like a lot of people are talking about on Twitter right now. This is unbelievable. What?
Part of the evidence is a podcast of him saying, "I really like bugs, man. I like bugs a lot."
Dude, and it keeps going. Apparently, there's like to corroborate at least like the biting allegations. There's multiple other women saying it. Jess, thank you for the $2. Have you heard of the Wilbur gay guy allegations? Those, him being gay is a more pressing allegation at this point because I don't know what this is all about, man. But Samuel says it's important to note that these are only allegations, as the tweet says. As we wait for more information, proof, and responses, please be responsible when it comes to this situation. Even if it is, so we don't even know if it's like 100% confirmed to be him either. There's just speculation. This is unbelievable. Allegations are simply allegations. Listen to Shubble, but don't take it at face value. Be neutral. This is what I said at the start of the stream, man. He's genuinely getting... I've been seeing him getting shit for this on Twitter. People like shitting on him. And do you know why it is? It's because he's cultivated this audience of playing into this soft boy character or this Minecraft audience that will cancel people for stupid shit like this because they're like just retarded 14-year-old children. This is just absurd. But don't take it at face value. Be neutral until more evidence or response comes out. Yeah, he really needs to make a response to this one, especially seeing as Shubble's relation to Wilbur has been unknown for a while and that people are assuming. Shubble has not stated any name at the moment in time. Please don't jump to any conclusions. Wait for more in the situation. Dude, so she didn't even state a name. She just was venting. She just had to get this off her chest live on stream because she just had to vent about this horrifying, traumatizing experience that she went through in her past. Toki, thank you for the $2. Have you heard of the Wilbur Jewish allegations? Okay. Chill. Thank you for the 2 though. Appreciate it. But what was this? Shubble. Apparently this is the ginger girl. Coming on Twitter only to say this. If she wanted to name him, she would. Stop saying this. It's a lie. There are a lot more reasons a victim might not name their abuser. Don't tell them it's because they don't want to. 37k likes. And she's like calling this person an abuser. I mean, I guess. Let me like think about it like the most charitably. The biting allegations. If this...
Is that the bite of 87?
I was
so retarded.
I'm so glad you said that.
Only Smaggle could make that joke. Okay. But, like, so... I mean, being like the most charitable, okay, with this biting thing, because it is a big heap to get over to even try to take this seriously. But if you're in a relationship with a girl, you're biting her, you think it's like a fucking cute thing, wholesome thing, or whatever the fuck, and she fucking, I don't know. I'm trying to, dude, this guy calls himself a soft boy. I'm really trying to put my feet in his shoes. But he thinks it's like a cute.
I just love biting you.
He thinks it's like a cute thing to do, but if she actively says no. And she's getting bruises from it, and she's saying, "This is hurting me. Stop doing this." And he just continues biting her. I mean, yeah, it's pretty absurd, but I can see how that's abusive. But already, from what I've seen here,
still go.
Okay, disavow, Smaggle. Okay, yeah, how's that working for you, Smaggle? But pretty good. But,
first person to make a Jaws edit with him, I will be so happy.
Yeah.
Like the Jaws poster. Oh my god.
But so I mean, so if he like continues keep biting her and it's giving her bruises, giving her marks, I can see that being a form of abuse. But already what I'm seeing from this girl is that she seems like she's pretty malicious and disingenuous with the way she's spreading these allegations. Seems like she's just the classic Lex, throwing anything at the wall to character assassinate this person, bringing up that the guy didn't pay for soap or didn't pay for paper towels in their relationship and was like a dirty person who let an ant infestation come into his house. So given all like the context, this seems retarded. This seems very retarded. Timmy, thank you for the $5. Waiting for the day someone big gets accused for looking at someone the wrong way. Thank you for the 5. Kids flocking, thank you for the 2. He's rough in bed and she's not. That's the allegation. Okay. But it like continues. There's like some videos talking about this too. If you search up Wilbur, there's some people making videos about this. Also, if you go on Twitter, you'll still see people talking about this. If you just search up Wilbur Soot. When the guy who writes songs specifically about how they're a bad person is a bad person, like people are like actively spreading this as if he got outed for a groomer, like is a bad person. Jess, $2. Wilbur Camden Suit. Okay, thank you. My sister said I looked like Wilbur Soot music. Never been so hurt. Why the hell is Wilbur Soot trending? What did he do? It's really crazy that in 2024 Wilbur Soot is being outed as a serial abuser. Dude, the way people use these words is just so fascinating. A fucking serial abuser. Meanwhile, fucking J-Slat is just chilling on YouTube making 15-minute long videos of him buying one of everything out of Japanese vending machines and sitting at the table alone eating it. Where am I? I don't go here anymore, but seeing new allegations against Wilbur Soot reminded me of his creepiness with Naichu. Like, this guy has been odd around women for a while now, so other people are coming out. This tweet's got like 3,000 likes and 355k views. Of people saying he's been weird with women. What's this?
Do you remember on the first time I met you, I threw you?
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. I do remember that. Yes.
What?
Sorry, I need a bit of collaboration.
It was a consensual throwing. She was saying that she was big and strong, and so I picked her up and threw her.
Well, I wouldn't do to consensually throw a woman, let me tell you now.
Your chat doesn't seem to understand why I would throw you, Nikki.
Why you would throw me?
It was to assert dominance. You were saying you were stronger than. You were saying you were big and strong, and so.
This is so gay. What is happening, man? This last like fucking calendar year. I mean, it just seems like a meme. And even if it didn't, even if it did happen, which, I mean, it probably did. Who cares?
Would you throw your girlfriend?
Yes.
You said she was big and strong. Okay, dude.
I would throw against the fucking wall.
Yeah, I like to imagine it's like a speedball too. Like it's like 95 miles per hour, like straight, like head first into the wall. Kind of
fucking fast.
I guess YouTube didn't like that. Fucking.
Hello? Sorry, my mic just cut out. Fucking Jesus. I was trying to throw a fastball. Comforting person, $5. I recommend checking out the mega thread that someone made. It is strange. Oh yeah, I looked at that. I saw that Smaggle, didn't you just send me that in DMs?
Yeah, I sent you that in DMs.
Yeah, so but like everyone's like bringing up like random shit about him, obviously like grasping at complete straws here. But someone made some Reddit mega thread. Smaggle sent it to me. Let me go over it now. Jess, thank you for the $5. Throwing a girl at the walls when she lands like Family Guy Peter Griffin. Someone needs to study this guy Jess's mind. Okay, it's just fascinating. Where's he getting this money to? But look at this. Many are speculating that Wilbur abused Shelby Shubble YT. Relatively big Reddit thread on the Dream subreddit. Dream was taken. So, okay, before I insert my own unwanted thoughts, let me zoom in a little bit. First, watch Shelby's stream. The fucking whole stream. In this, is it worth checking out? I almost kind of want to, seeing that clip. Sorry, unless you got a time machine, that content is unavailable. The bitch took it down. What? In this, she speaks of an experience with an abusive ex. I will put specific details she mentions in the post, but I implore you to watch it yourself. It's not very long, but she's pretty concise, and I think it's a topic you shouldn't just be hearing from summaries or random Twitter posts. Have you watched the video? If not, do not proceed past this point. Fuck you.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. In Shelby's video, she mentions a couple details about the abuser. She also specifically mentions she's coming out now as she wishes to take the power back from him.
Now she's gonna bite him, dude.
Dude, honestly, is there a full VOD of this? Please, there's gotta be. Here, I already got it pulled up. There's gotta be a full VOD of this.
No.
Wilbur.
Not Andrea, dude.
No, Wilbur Soot. What's this girl's name? Ginger? Shelby? Sherber? Shubble. Okay, here we go. Shubble. VOD. Okay, here we go. 33-minute segment. I think this is it worth it? We'll see it. We'll give this a fucking taste. We'll get a taste of this. We'll see what's going on. We got a Denim's loading screen over here. All right, let's see.
I don't know if you can even hear it. I put on here. It's on emote only because I'm just gonna be talking today, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
So she booted up live stream only to do this, to take back the power from her abuser. Talking about something more serious. 33-minute segment stream. Jess, thank you for the $5 again. You know where I get money. You are backing my brother. Star David, thank you. Commander Cuddy, thank you for coming a member. Thank you so much for the members. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was very, very low. There's no need. It felt weird leaving you in silence, but I'm here, so. Hello. I want to talk about something today that very nervous. I feel sweaty. I had a sweater on. I had to take it off. I'm gonna try and just put down pretty much everything that I want to say to keep track of sort of all the points that I want to make sure I don't forget anything. So I will be reading from something a good portion of the time, but not
okay. Come on.
Of the time. And I
do it.
Okay.
Let's get to the abuse.
I'm just gonna start reading from what I wrote and
let's
go from
hear
there.
it.
I have a really big coffee. Telling my different experiences that
Get
I
your
had
Starbucks.
In dating, because it feels important to me to share what I've learned and maybe help other people to not make the same mistakes that I have before. I'm 30. I've dated a lot. I've gone on a lot of dates. I keep trying.
I don't know if I buy this. Maybe I'm being a little bit too skeptical. But this whole the reason I'm putting my allegations on blast publicly is to help out fellow girls, where hopefully I can be an inspiration to them so they don't have to deal with similar behavior. I don't know, man.
And it's unfortunate that a lot of my dating history, there were a lot of bad people that tried to manipulate or
Little skeptical.
Me. But that's not to say that every person that I've dated has treated me poorly. Some people just weren't the right people. And speaking out about my bad experiences has never felt as important as it does right now, because silence has always brought me peace. And this time it feels like my silence is not keeping my peace. It's only keeping somebody else's peace. And I never thought that.
Wouldn't you find it weird as fuck if I just go live on air saying guys, I'm a son of a divorced household, and I'm making this stream today to talk about my experience of my poor experience with my abusive parents, and hopefully to help out fellow kiddos out there and help them with their experience. Hopefully they don't go through similar things with me, and just know that you have the power. Call the police if there's some abuse going on in the household. Do what you can to avoid this. I mean, that's just fucking, I don't know. It just seems a little bit bizarre.
Yeah, but that's so much less pathetic than this too, because you can lose. I mean, obviously it's pathetic to go on stream and say that, but you can lose the genetic lottery and get shit parents, right? But this bitch is I've been in so many relationships and all of them haven't worked out for me, and it's always the guy's fault.
Yeah, and it's kind of irresponsible too, because she's dated big popular YouTubers like Wilbur. I mean, what people are going to speculate about if you're talking about a past partner, and if your past partner is a big YouTuber that you publicly, everyone knew publicly, obviously they're going to assume that you're talking about them. That's going to be an obvious implication to make, and I think it's pretty irresponsible.
I could be the kind of person to end up in a situation like I did. I never thought that could happen to me. And so for me, this is important because it could help anybody else see the signs sooner than I did, or hopefully avoid a similar situation entirely, because
all right, come on.
The truth is, it was dangerous.
Dangerous.
There were a lot of things wrong in this relationship that I endured some pretty terrible treatment. And I might touch on some things here and there about that, but if I feel like it's important to the overall context. But what I want to stay focused on is this specific issue, and the things that happened matter-of-factly, and the things that people saw and witnessed in our circle. It took me 10 months after.
So she's claiming there's other people
and
corroborate this.
Multiple therapists and tried different forms of therapy. I tried somatic therapy. That one was actually really good for me. because
there's got to be more to this allegation. Sorry for fucking pause-handing so much, but like just claiming she had to go through like multiple therapy sessions to get over this abuse. And so far, all I know is that there's just biting allegations.
that one actually helped me
I mean, I don't.
release a lot of built up anger I was having over the last
Am I
year.
just fucking-
But the anger that I was feeling was for myself because I felt like I should have known better. I felt so stupid at myself for sort of just staying through all of this. And I shared my story with a lot of friends after I started talking to therapists, and I was like, so this thing happened, and I wasn't really sure. It just
Okay,
seems
dude,
weird
come
now
on.
to me looking back, and all of them told me exactly what was happening in the words that I was too afraid to use. And I was being hurt in my last relationship. And it
Her
took me all of
last
that time to
relationship.
see it through that lens. I even posted an anonymous story to Reddit that I have now deleted with an anonymous account. But in posting that, I found a dozen other stories that were exactly like
Does anyone know the timeline when they were together? When Wilbur Soot and her were together? So she's saying her last relationship. So if they were together like recently in the last like 2 years or whatever, and then she's also claiming that it took her months with therapy to talk about this and like come to terms with it. She's kind of making it very clear who she's talking about.
And she's literally already like looping in a ton of other people and saying that there's like a dozen stories just like hers.
Yeah, to corroborate it. Yeah. Yeah, true. And as we saw in the tweets, there was like other girls. saying it.
exactly the same way. And all of the comments said exactly the same thing. And I was so mad at myself because I was lying too at a certain point to protect this person, because I knew that if I told my friends the truth, it'd make him look really bad. I didn't think that I would cry. And I practiced saying all of this and I didn't cry, but it's easier to practice it when no one is listening. But he always cared more about how it looked, and that was really important, not what was true. And it was really subtle. When I hear about physical abuse, I think of hitting. I think of hitting and punching. So I thought that this wasn't violent enough to be abuse. I thought that it was just like a constant accident that he kept hurting me, but he's not hitting me. And it didn't start as something that he did to hurt me. He had this habit of biting, which is so weird to me now, but he said that he had had this habit since he was a kid, and even his mom said that that was true.
Camden?
And he said it was just affectionate, and that might have been, I mean, I think that might have been true maybe at the start, but I also feel that I have good reason to believe that every part of it was a lie, but that's just my personal opinion.
So like pretty big allegations, like maliciously biting you to abuse you.
And I had no problem with just biting. That isn't.
What's up?
It's weird too, because like just like the fucking Camden allegations, she's literally saying that the mom like corroborated this.
Wait, the mom? Did I miss that? Wait, I didn't hear the. Wait, the mom? Did I miss that
because he
part?
said I even asked, or even the mom said that was like something that he did.
Wait, am I retarded? Wait, are you? Because I know the Camden case. I know that's true for that.
No. Yeah, like literally like 10 to 15 seconds ago.
Wait, okay. Fuck. I fucked up my OBS. Okay, there we go. 10 to 15 minutes ago.
Seconds.
Seconds.
Not minutes. Sorry.
Good reason to believe every part was a lie. It might have just been true habit since a kid. Even his mom said that was true. Oh, wait, you're right. Yeah, no, you're completely on. Yeah.
Habit since he was a kid, and even his mom said that that was true. And he said it was just.
Even his mom said it was true that he has a habit of biting. Dude was
But
fucking
then now
teething.
it's all a lie? Like, okay.
Affectionate, and that might have been. I mean, I think that might have been true maybe at the start, but I also feel that I have good reason to believe that every part of it was a lie, but that's just my personal opinion. And I had no problem with just biting. That isn't even the most uncommon thing. But he did mention something early that I should have taken as a red flag. And he wanted to make sure that I was okay with him biting me because he didn't want me to come back later and say that he abused me, which I thought was really weird considering he had never hurt me before. And so why would I call it abuse? And why was he thinking about that? And I thought he was being sweet, checking on me to make sure that I was still comfortable. But of course I was, because he hadn't hurt me. And why would I think he ever would? And then he did for the first time by accident. And I don't specifically remember the actual first time that he bit me too hard by accident because I didn't think that it would be significant. I thought that it would only happen once. And he started biting me more and more over a period of time, sort of throughout the whole relationship. And accidents of him biting too hard and really hurting me happened more and more frequently. But he always seemed genuinely sorry. And he decided that he didn't want to keep accidentally hurting me. So we were going to use a safe word. so he could learn where my limit was, where my pain tolerance ended.
Dude.
And saying that out loud now doesn't sound like that's not very sound logic. But at the time, I thought he cared about not hurting me. But in reality, it's like, why are you biting so hard? And why do you have to?
Yeah, so it's like very, very like stern, malicious allegations. She's not really like being vague or being around the bush. She's outright just saying like he was doing this on purpose to hurt me. That's why. Jess, thank you for the $2. Wilbur autism stimming allegations. She's not giving it any benefit of the doubt or, you know, plausible deniability that he could have been doing this on accident or something.
Have to bite so hard, and it shouldn't be that hard of a problem to stop.
Wait,
that shouldn't be that hard. And he
am I
disguised it as
insane? Wouldn't there be like scars after some point? Am I crazy?
I don't.
Like, I don't know.
She's claiming just bruises.
this really quirky part of our relationship.
I'm
and he's
interested
so
if she
comfortable
has.
sharing it
Interested if
with
she has
his
any
friends,
pictures.
to the point that he would do it in front of them. He thought it was this really funny story to tell and a good bit to take my arm and bite me in front of everybody until I literally shout in pain. And then I have to laugh it off because I'm so embarrassed and I don't want to cause a scene in front of all of our friends. And I'm sure everyone was a little bit uncomfortable, but as long as I was saying that it was fine, nobody really felt like they needed to be concerned, and that's not anybody's.
I mean, like, this guy clearly thought it was some kind of meme joke. If he was doing this for malicious reasons, why the fuck would he ever do it in front of multiple other people and like friends of his? Obviously, this guy, I mean, just based off that information, he isn't doing this to maliciously abuse you. I think that's a pretty fair, like, assumption to make.
Yeah, but to play like mega devil's advocate just to like say what her, like, translate what her side is, like, I feel like she's trying to say like, oh, like, he's that evil, he was flaunting it to my friend.
That's insane though. Yeah, like he's a super villain that he didn't even care that much. He just did it right in front of his friends.
I was lying.
That's
I was
much
lying,
Look at what I
and it
do
wasn't
to her
funny because
every day.
I would go home later and I'd tell him how uncomfortable I was, how much I didn't like being hurt all the time. And I needed him to really stop biting so hard. I didn't like it, and I tried telling him over and over again because he asked him to stop again. This time he said, this is who he is. He isn't going to change. Those were
This is
his
who I am.
words.
It also sounds like some real like post-hoc trauma, where she even said initially that she never felt traumatized by this, never felt fucking affected by this by any substantial amount until she talked to her friends, and then her friends told her, "Dude, girl, you got abused, sis. I think you've been fucking abused by this guy." And then that's what traumatized her. It wasn't actually like the action; it just sounded like that.
Words. And I remember a lot of specifically his words about certain things, especially at the end, because I'm good at remembering words. And especially his wording, I became really good at remembering because he was constantly contradicting.
Make a document, write down this for some points. What the fuck do you think I have to write down for this?
What does
Yeah,
that
dude.
mean?
We need an astute analysis on this allegation.
himself, and I would notice, but most of the time it wasn't worth picking a fight over. But he would fight me on it sometimes because I would point it out, and he would insist that he had never said the thing that he said. He definitely did say, and then he would say something like, "How are you so sure you're remembering correctly? Why are you always right?" And he definitely said the things that I heard him say, and other people heard him say. So he had now at this point weaponized the safe word and was using it to ensure that I was hurt and on a constant basis. And he wasn't sorry anymore. I couldn't even tell.
Weaponizing the safe word and
Wait,
to
yeah,
ensure
why
that she
didn't
was
I even
hurt.
ask How is she not going to elaborate on that anymore? Like, what does that even mean?
What?
The last time he had apologized for doing it anymore, because now sometimes he would bite me and I would yell out the safe word because it hurt so bad, and he'd clamp down even harder, and just for a second, just for good measure, before letting go. And sometimes I'd say the safe word and he'd grind his teeth down on my skin, and sometimes he'd smile after, like a gloating grin. And during this time, I was
only bruising after that.
Okay, that's a pretty.
Hours.
Yeah, dude, fucking big dubs here. But that's a pretty substantial allegation to outright just say that she said the safe word. She made it very clear that she said no, and he just didn't care. He smiled. He gave a fucking Joker grin and said, "You get what you fucking deserve," and continued biting on her. So I mean, if that truly did happen, even though it's a little bit like goofy sounding, I would say that's abusive. That's an abusive action.
100%. But my thing is, if he for real, because now we have confirmation that there were points at which he would literally grind his teeth like to the side, like grind his jaw. Like, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen that Will Smith movie, I Am Legend, but like, it does not take much to like take a human arm off. You know what I mean? And like, my whole thing is, I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you do a
You think there'd be more?
grinding motion, there would just
I
be
don't
like
know.
blood or something, bro. I don't know. More than bruises, right?
I don't know.
Hold on. If he did the bit, he must have quit.
Thank you. Yeah, just think of it $2. This girl is an OnlyFans she's promoting, by the way. Is that true?
Oh, okay.
Is that really
I hope
true?
it's at the end.
Yeah,
I hope it's at the
dude,
end.
I really, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
By the way, guys,
With so much anxiety all the time that I was constantly nauseous, gagging daily, on occasion throwing up because of the pit that was in my stomach. I never told him about that, though. I was going and running away quietly to throw up in the toilet and rejoin our group of friends. But I felt so unwanted and ignored. And I would tell him that, and then he would reassure me that he wanted to be together and he loved me. He loved me more than I loved him, even. He would always insist that that was true, like that I love you more, but he was like really serious about it. And looking back, I do believe that the way I was swept off my feet at the beginning of this relationship was 100% love bombing. And we were friends for a time.
the love bombing allegations.
At least people would have thought that, actually. But I use the word friend very loosely because we had actually never spoke to each other outside of group chats we were in together when, like, a handful of times throughout the whole time that we knew each other, but did not talk to each other. So I wouldn't have even called him my friend until he found out I was single, waited a few weeks to reach out, and then we started a friendship. And then that friendship turned romantic. And then he made these huge romantic gestures. He wrote me the most beautiful love letter that I had ever read. He called me his soulmate. He talked about forever 1 month in. He told me he hadn't been in a relationship in 5 years. He thought he could never find love again before he met me. He said he wanted someone to grow with. He wanted to be a dad. He had all his names picked out. And I didn't have a preference because my feeling of it is if the timing is right and with the right person, I could. But if that doesn't work out in time or the time, I'm not super pressed about it. But I started opening my mind up to the idea.
Like, yeah, like maybe these things aren't malicious, and if the biting thing and the extent of the biting thing is true, that doesn't make it better. But maybe these things aren't fucking malicious. Like, this dude is literally like biting you because he isn't meaning to. Like, is it really unbelievable that these other like smaller behaviors are because he's like immature as fuck, like the love bombing
instead of being like an evil supervillain. But it's this is like my problem with a ton of allegations people do. They go from breaching consent, rape in the case with Lex, and then saying, oh yeah, also they didn't even show up to my birthday party. Like, why the fuck is this within 15 minutes in your video? Why is this even in the same video? And we just went from him breaching consent and biting when she said no on her to now talking about him love bombing in the beginning of the relationship. Why? Why are we doing this
with him? Because it seemed so important to him, and I kept.
And like, apparently now it's gonna go into him not buying paper towels. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was about to say we'll understand once we get into the ant farm allegations.
Yeah. Was later on when I could tell things like were declining, and now all of a sudden he's telling me he's not sure he wants kids at all. In fact, he has never been attached to the idea of kids. And I told him that isn't what he said before, and he said he's allowed to change his mind. And I'm of the opinion that in a relationship, there are a few things that you are not actually allowed to change your mind without letting your partner know. I think that kids is one of them. It wasn't even important to me. And I think marriage is one of them, so I brought that up next. And I asked if he still wanted marriage. He said he wanted to marry me. And then he said, now, I'm not the commitment guy. You know that. I didn't know that.
Now we've just turned into like a fucking wine mom friends outing of bitching about our relationship. Like, why is this public?
Well, it's like, if he's abusing you, why do you care that he doesn't want to like commitment with you? Like, why are you even talking about this?
Yeah. Excuse me for the $5. What happened is bad, but she's making it seem like a nothing burger by adding unnecessary details. I mean, yeah, if it genuinely is true, as I said earlier, if the guy, didn't care about her consent after saying no, and continued biting her, even though it sounds a little bit absurd. I mean, yeah, that is an abusive action, 100%. I don't know if that outright makes him like a abusive person, but that is definitely an abusive action.
Why are you dating me? In fact, he was telling me the exact opposite every day. He would tell me he still wanted to be together. He wanted to work on all of the problems. He wanted me at the end of everything. He did not want to break up. He made that very clear. And
And making blatant statements like this with, I guess, like no proof is also just like, what am I even supposed to take from this?
Exactly.
There's
And she
just nothing
admits,
shown at all.
well, and the things that she admits to, like being non-communicative about it, like, oh, I would have this pit in my stomach, and I would just go and cry in the bathroom and tell my friends about it, and not tell him about it. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay.
I have, though, caught him in lies before, but usually it was small stuff, and I didn't want to, it wasn't anything that ever seemed worth rocking the boat over, which isn't normal for me. I hate lies, and yet I ended up lying for him, so, but he had lied about big things.
John
and
Swan?
he had also been caught lying by his friends numerous times, so this is something that he feels is acceptable to do. And everything reached a breaking point when he was about to leave for an extended period of time. We were not going to see each other very much, a few days out of every few months, and now suddenly he is dumping all of these problems that he has been having feelings.
None of this should be public. This is stuff that isn't worthy of making an allegation video. Seems like she's upset he didn't want a long-term relationship with her. Move on, girly. Yeah. I mean, it really does seem like that. That's like a fair assessment to make. I mean, right off the back of talking about the biting abuse allegations, she instantly says, and he didn't even want to commit to me. It's like, this really not a good fucking look. Just think of it too. Talk about the white woman dog allegations.
About all of this time later. At one point he said he's been feeling this way a couple months. At another point he says he's been feeling this way for 6 months, immediately contradicting himself in the same conversation. And with no time to do anything about it. I arrived, never mind, I'm gonna get to something later, but I literally arrived for 3 days for this conversation to happen and then leave.
This is what the little girlies need to know to make sure that they avoid in their relationships. Don't get love bombed, girls.
So no time to
don't get love
any of the problems all of a sudden because there were 3 days before he leaves. And
that's the real reason I'm saying this publicly.
So he was expecting me to have a solution somehow magically, and I gave a number of solutions that would have a way forward for us to be together, but he refused to make any compromise whatsoever. And he said that the relationship was starting to feel like a responsibility towards the end. Also his words. So it wasn't a responsibility the whole rest of the time to him. And he was at this point basically flaunting.
Who cares? And also, it's been like at least a year, I'm assuming, since this relationship has ended, because she said she needed a substantial amount of time to talk with friends and a therapist after being with this ex. And you're still like not over this, over just like how the breakup happened, that you have to announce it publicly.
So it wasn't.
This just seems character assassination playing into your retarded fan base who will just yes queen you and say, oh, I'm so sorry for you, sister.
A responsibility the whole rest of the time to him. And he was at this point basically flaunting that he would never prioritize me over anything. She's emailing me. Please don't cause problems. And I wasn't even asking for literally even the bare minimum. I was asking for so little. And I was watching him give exactly what I was needing in the relationship all over the place to anybody else who just happened to ask and just wasn't me. So, and he was never going to prioritize me over anything that would give him more fame or money. In fact, he said that himself. That was exactly why.
It's just so incoherent. How old is he anyways? Plus people change over time. She just seems like she wants to blame him for a crap relationship. I mean, yeah.
Was not going to compromise at all for a solution for us to be together because he said he wanted to see how much fame and money he could get.
Just think of the 5. Stop saying girly. The new allegations, the Luhrix gay guy allegations.
I thought that's what we both.
I was reading a
That's
chat
what he was
message.
still saying he
Fuck
wanted
you.
to. But then he also admitted to me that he had grown to resent me. And I
Who
have to be
fucking
thankful that he said
cares?
that bit out loud. A lot of these bits he said out loud because that was the last pitch that I needed
You're
to get
watching the
myself
video.
out.
Smaggle. Horrible things are coming your way. Horrible things are coming in your life.
Smaggle.
Horrible things are gonna happen in your life, Smaggle. And when they happen, just know that it was me. It was Luhrix. The reason why you stepped in dog shit tomorrow on your way to the zoo when you go jerk off to orangutans, just remember Luhrix said this to you. Okay?
He had grown resentful, which I also pointed out that there was no reason. Like, there was no reason to feel that way, and he admitted that there was no reason for him to feel that way either. I think that it was because I'm someone who can communicate how I feel.
He just didn't want to fuck you anymore.
I don't know. I think I have a lot of theories.
Probably because apparently you do OnlyFans. I don't know if that's confirmed or not,
but he didn't want to bite her anymore.
Of me, was causing me physical harm every day, multiple times a day, despite me telling him over and over again to stop. he wasn't going to change, and he wasn't going to end the relationship. He was going to keep hurting me, and it was possibly going to escalate even further. So I broke up with him, and I didn't even want to, because I couldn't even see for such a long time after.
You go, girl.
What really was that happened, that he had abused me.
So it was even her who broke up with him in the end.
And in fact,
That
we
is a
left
girl
things
boss
as,
moment right
we
there.
want to be friends.
She didn't even want to.
Never
Lyric.
imagine not speaking to me again. And
then he said he wanted to be friends, but then he didn't maintain friends with you.
We want to be friends, and he can never imagine not speaking to me again. And then he never spoke to me again. Outside of like a couple of exchanges where I needed to ask for my clothes to be shipped, so at least I got my clothes back. I had a whole closet full.
Thank God.
However, he did throw away all of my other things without saying.
Get owned.
No.
No.
Not the Nintendo Switch, dude.
The fucking horror. Jess, think of it too. You were not reading a dono. Gay guy allegations confirmed. Jess, horrible things are coming to you too. Thank you for the donos though.
A word to me about it. Hundreds of dollars of things from my office were trashed without a word, and I didn't block him until a month later because I wanted an open door still. I really thought I wanted to be his friend.
Reinforce it.
But I don't feel that way anymore. I do believe he was bottling up so many emotions, and he would never talk about how he felt. 10
minutes left.
I mean, he did admit that he felt like he couldn't say it any sooner. Like, there was just no possible way to say how he was feeling sooner than the absolute last possible chance. Like, not even a chance, because 3 days before he left. That was actually a lie, too, also. He didn't leave for another week after I left. He brought me in, had this 3-day conversation. He was supposed to leave, and then he stayed for another week before he left with all of the friends that I was also meant to see, but he had lied to me about the dates, too. But I do believe that that he was bottling.
We've now spent like the same amount of time talking about on how your relationship had just like minor bad things and just ranting about how he didn't love you enough and didn't want to fuck you anymore. We've now spent almost more time talking about that than the initial allegation
up so many
of
emotions
abuse
that he was taking it out on me physically. I believe there was a moment where he knew that he didn't want to be in the relationship anymore, and instead of just ending it, he tried to push me away any way he knew would hurt me, and he knew all of the ways that would hurt me the most, and he knew he was hurting me. There was no way that he didn't know because of the safe word that he made, and he just didn't care. He was hurting me, and he didn't care, and even looked like he was enjoying it sometimes. And I can see all these instances that were really major red flags. There was this one time that he pinned me down and asked me to try my absolute hardest to get him off of me. And I couldn't.
Whoa. Right. Wait, we just jumped from fucking...
What the fuck, dude?
Wait. We just jumped from... And he didn't even want to be friends after our relationship to he pinned me fucking down. Like, what? Wait.
And I can look back now and I can see all these instances that were really major red flags.
How could you not see that was a red flag immediately? What?
Yeah, wait.
See all these instances that were really major red flags. There was this one time that he pinned me down and asked me to try my absolute hardest to get him off of me. And I couldn't do it, obviously. And he said something to make the point that he was so much stronger than me that I wouldn't be able to fight him back.
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna go out and just say it right now. I've said almost like the exact same things, okay? Fucking accuse me or whatever. This is not any evidence of any fucking abuse or anything close. This is insanity. Oh, this is supposed to be a red flag? Really, dude? This is fucking insane.
What? And she frames it so insanely before explaining it, and you have to read between the lines to figure out what she actually means. Like, she makes it sound like the guy's being like, babe, you have 5 minutes to run away, and then I'm gonna catch you, pin you down, and you have to try to survive, okay?
Dude, this is... And she frames it in the most malicious ways possible. Giggles McGee, okay? Red flag for sure, but she stayed. No. I will bet $1,000 on this right now. This was just... They were laughing in bed. They were consensually just having fun. And they were fucking just like wrestling or whatever. In a relationship. And he like just pins her down. And they're just like laughing at each other. They're giggling. And he's like... Get up. I bet you can't even get up right now. It's just in a playful context, and then he like makes this remark like, no matter what, I'm just fucking stronger than you. I'm just so much stronger than you. No matter what you do, you won't be able to get up. And now she's framing that, where she probably laughed after he said that in the moment. They giggled about it. But now afterwards, now that she's salty that he didn't want to fucking commit to her, she's now making it, painting out to be the most malicious thing as possible. and framing him to be some Joker supervillain who was actively abusing her.
Well, and the biggest, like, most damning thing about it to me is the fact that from the get-go, she admits that she retrospectively is framing it as abuse.
Yes.
And, like, your memories can, like, twist and shit. And so if you have all these people around you being like, oh, girl, he abused you, like, blah, 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 then, I mean, I guess you can start looking back at these things and thinking about them like that. Like, I just don't know. I'm just like, how the fuck?
It does sound like kinky roleplay for real. Dude, this isn't even kinky fucking roleplay. This is just like playful wrestling. This is retarded.
Back against what? What do you mean?
It sounds like you guys don't believe all women. It's
Yeah, you believe all fucking animals, dude. Go stroke it to another toucan.
Don't say shit like that to people.
True,
That's
I
insane.
do believe all
And
animals.
I was
Animals
also sexually
can't
assaulted by my
consent,
first boyfriend, and he knew
Leo.
that.
Okay, that's not, yeah. That's
Oh,
not insane.
God.
Like that to people?
Shout out to
That's
Spencer.
insane. And I was also sexually assaulted by my first boyfriend, and he knew that.
What did that mean?
Whoa, wait, don't worry about it. But whoa.
Everyone spam whale
Wait, what did you
emoji
just
in the
say,
chat.
dude?
Everyone
Okay.
spam whale.
Jill. Wait, hold on. She just said she's being fucking sexually assaulted by her first boyfriend.
Came back.
What?
But back against what? What do you mean? You don't say shit like that to people? That's insane. And I was also sexually assaulted by my first boyfriend, and he knew that.
Jesus.
He had stopped giving anything to the relationship, and he said that why was because he was just waiting for things to change on their own. He said he also didn't have the time or energy anyway to do the things that I was asking for, but then would constantly make any bit of time and energy for anybody and anything but me. And he would say he wanted more quality time. So then I would try to arrange things.
Now we're talking about quality time. Dude, she just dropped in a Hiroshima. A fucking Twin Towers explosion. And then she goes right back to talking about, and he didn't want to spend quality time with me. Like, dude, what?
For us to do online because we were long distance, but then he would complain that he doesn't want to spend all of his time on the computer anymore. And then we'd be there in person, and all he wants to do is stay inside, play games on his computer, watch movies. He doesn't want to go out. And I'm not saying any of this next part to be mean. He lived...
Luhrix, to be fair, these aren't necessarily supposed to be allegations. She's presenting this as a relationship for her viewers. Even in the best light as possible, this is incredibly irresponsible and negligent, I guess, on like her end. Because she knows the context. She's dated popular YouTubers in the past. She dated this popular Wilbur guy in the past, and it was a public relationship that everyone known. And if she goes and publicly says, hey, one of my exes, my last ex, fucking abused me. He was an abusive person. Obviously, everyone's going to assume that it's Wilbur, where they had a public relationship. Like, that's clearly the implication. So even if she isn't even talking about him here, this is incredibly irresponsible. And even if she didn't frame it as allegations to like ruin his career, that's what's gonna happen, because just that's how the internet works. And I really find it surprising if she didn't know that. And that's what is happening now. Now he is being speculated to be abusive and the one who's done this.
In filth, like I have never seen. And I've seen filth. This was the worst.
Oh, boy.
He would spill things on the floor and literally never clean them up. He got an ant infestation once and wasn't going to do anything about it because he said, bugs are normal in British houses. So I had to buy ant killer. And he wouldn't clean his bathroom for months and months and months, but would constantly complain about how bad it smelled. And I would tell him that.
Not only was he abusive, but he also wouldn't clean the piss off of his toilet. Can you believe that, guys? Hey, all the girlies in the chat, make sure you learn from this astute analysis relationship advice. If your boyfriend pisses on the toilet, it might be a sign he's gonna rape you. Just learn from that, little girlies.
It's mold. It's mold. He complained about being tired all the time too, which I don't know if that was a lie or not, but mold will do that too. But he would insist that it wasn't somehow without having cleaned in months. But it's not mold. When I met him, he was washing his clothes without detergent. Just wasn't using that at all. And I don't know for how long before I met him. He was just running it with water and then hanging it on his filthy kitchen cabinets. And I felt bad.
Why
I felt bad because I felt like he needed
origin
someone to help him
story of
learn how to be
eating?
cleaner. I thought he just didn't know how. And I listened to all of the struggles of his upbringing, and I was like, he just doesn't know how. Someone just needs to show him. And then I found out that he said he doesn't clean at all when I'm not there because...
Dude, I'm gonna fucking blow.
he just waits for me to get there to do it.
It's gonna come.
And I only found out about...
Okay.
That's what you said. You were gonna blow.
Oh God, Smaggle, dude. You did it this time, brother.
What's going on, Smaggle? What's going on, man?
What do you mean, what's going
What's going on? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? What's in your hand? What's in your hands?
I'm playing Fortnite. I'm playing Fortnite.
What's your
right
skin?
now.
What's your
Yeah.
skin?
Peter Griffin.
Okay, man. Best of wishes, Smaggle.
About that after because he said it behind my back. I was doing all of the
Just think of
cleaning
the
and
two.
laundry for him.
Wilbur,
Also, I had a
due to
separate bathroom. I wanna
feces
make it clear, I wasn't using that
allegations.
bathroom. I had a separate bathroom that I cleaned for myself. I had cleaning supplies. I don't think he even actually knew I had cleaning supplies in there. But I had my own bathroom. All the cleaning, all the laundry, all of it.
So she had her own bathroom too? She's just
Yeah,
bitching about his
what?
bathroom, dude.
Wait,
I'm
why
gonna
did she
fucking
act like
lose
that was
it.
a bad thing? How did she say that like it was a bad thing?
She didn't even have to put up with it.
insane.
It was his personal bathroom. She had her own bathroom. Dude.
I was paying for all of the like paper towels, like soap, all of that only.
Dude. Oh my. The horror. You had to pay for paper towels, bitch. Well, I assume this guy paid for rent or something. Or you guys at least like split it. But no, you had to pay for paper towels. Imagine being a man, bitch, paying for all the girls' shits. This is just insanity.
Stayed in the house so long as I was buying it. I would arrive and there would just not be toilet paper in the whole house. There were paper towels instead.
Wow.
Who knows for how long too. I was paying for food more than half the time.
Wait, hold on.
Because
he
would
wiped his ass with paper towels. That's what the fuck?
Dude, I mean, he
What
just
do you
sounds like a
mean?
degenerate caveman who like never
Based.
got over his like weird
a gooner,
trauma
dude.
and now like bites people. That's
Part
what
of
he
the
sounds
Gooner
like.
Nation.
Gooner Nation.
even if I had paid for the last meal or the meal before that. And I'm of the opinion now that I shouldn't have been paying for any food. None at all.
What?
But I wanted to at least, I thought I was being equal by at least doing like a back and
Wait.
forth. But
What?
What am I even listening to? She doesn't
Why
think
did
she
she
can-
get red pilled? Why did she get like Pearl?
What does that even
The
mean?
man
She doesn't
should pay
think
for
she...
everything.
Yeah, she doesn't think she was paying for food. What?
I ended up paying for food more often than just going back and forth anyway. He would do this to his friends all the time too.
Now she's
but I was
bitching
also
about paying for food?
every plane ticket and the cat sitter, which cost roughly the amount of a plane ticket to England.
What?
I can't believe she's got me defending this motherfucker. Oh my god, man. This is...
What does he even look like?
This
Oh
is
yeah,
just
he looks
absurd.
like a fucking e-boy,
And he
dude.
never offered to help me pay after the couple of times he did come here to visit me because he paid for the flights that we would both take.
And I
but that
paid
only
for the
happened
plane
at the very beginning.
tickets.
I have actually had a friend tell me that this is financial abuse, but I don't know enough about that.
Dude, no. I'm fucking...
No.
Dude,
Oh my god.
It's over. Financial abuse, bitch. I'm just speechless. I'm just fucking speechless. I got nothing. This is completely just the black pill. This is the fucking black pill. This woman, this whore right here. Apparently she does OnlyFans too. This is the black pill. Stay away. Stay away from all bitches.
Dude, she's financially abusing her chatters by wasting their time with this shit.
She deserved it. This isn't fucking, this is fucking
God.
insanity.
To say for myself, but I was telling him that I couldn't afford it all by myself all the time because I was losing money. I was never able to work properly there, and he wasn't traveling at all to see me anymore, even though he said he would. That was like the basis of our entire relationship starting off. So then he agreed to pay for the cat.
Luhrix, stop saying she does OnlyFans. Okay, that maybe not. I haven't confirmed that yet. Okay, that maybe just be. That's
Wait, we
speculation.
don't know that?
No, it's not,
Oh,
I heard someone.
God.
I heard someone in chat say it.
Okay, fair enough. It's Chatter's
basically
fault
paying
then.
half the cost of my travels, and he did that once, and I never did it again. Despite
Shout out Destroyers, thank you for the $5. You're financially abusing me right now. Thank you. Please, if you want to be financially abused, help me pay for my plane tickets. Donate. Thank you.
of our entire relationship starting off. So then he agreed to pay for the cat sitter so that it would be basically paying half the cost of my travels. And he did that once. And I never did it again, despite many more months of dating. And I was traveling.
He didn't even pay for my cat sitter.
Often. I had to because he was worried that we weren't spending enough quality time together. And then all of the time that he would have ever extra, he would choose to not spend it on me because there was an available choice. And he chose not to spend it with me often.
Break
And I did everything short
with
of just up and
him.
move there, which I was willing
It
to do the
sounded
whole
like
time.
it
And I told
sounded
him
like you were a joy to be around.
I know, right? Like this is all you remember from like however long this relationship was. Watch it only be like 3 months too. Like I'm just like how
Dude, and the response that I've been seeing is that like Wilbur Soot is being outed as a serial abuser because of this shit.
No,
a serial
poor guy.
abuser. Dude.
So does she seriously not have any proof? Is it
no,
genuinely
it's just
her
this.
just,
This
like,
is the whole
saying
fucking
that?
segment. We got 4 minutes left.
This is fucking insane.
that I was willing to do it, and he knew, but he insisted that I don't. He insisted not to. He was planning to move here. That was supposed to happen first. And then at the end of the relationship, he said maybe things would have been different if I lived there. If I lived there.
Yo, shout out to fucking Queeman W. Big W Queeman, thank you for the raid. Right now we're just reacting to this dumb bitch who's just accused Wilbur Soot, or fucking her ex, speculated to be Wilbur Soot, of financially abusing her because he wouldn't pay for her cat, like her cat sitter. Financial fucking abuse. This fucking video is insane. Shout out to Queeman. Just thinking with $5. I was lying through my teeth. She does not have an OnlyFans, by the way.
I had said I would the whole time, and he insisted I don't.
Wait,
Maybe that could have saved the relationship.
What?
was that the chatter who said she had an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh fuck.
W
I had said I would
Jess.
the whole time, and he insisted I don't. Maybe that could have saved the relationship. And I say all of this because I believe that people like this are genuinely dangerous. I believe he is dangerous. He was
What?
willing to-
Jesus Christ, dude.
Genuinely dangerous.
Dude, she hasn't talked about the biting thing in 20 minutes now.
Dude, I don't believe.
And that's the dangerous part? Like,
I
what are you
don't-
talking about?
You know, at first, hearing her
It's
allegation.
not that dangerous, Wiz.
Dude, shut.
got
Okay,
this.
okay, no, shut the fuck up. Okay, at first, hearing her allegation where she said, like, dude, they had a safe word, and she said the safe word, but he continued biting her. I was like, okay, there could be some substance here. If that's true, that's not good. Now, no one should believe a word this bitch says. This is insanity, and this just seems very malicious. Talking about financial abuse. What? And like airing out all your dirty laundry from him love bombing you in your relationship. This is the dumbest shit ever.
relationship.
And this guy's getting called a serial abuser for this.
Relationship. He said maybe things would have been different if I lived there. If I lived there. Like I had said I would the whole time, and he insisted I don't. Maybe that could have saved the relationship. And I say all of this because I believe that people like this are genuinely dangerous. I believe he is dangerous. He was willing to lie.
Genuinely dangerous. The horrors of financial abuse. Well, check out this tweet. Apparently someone just sent me this. Wait, this is apparently the Shubble girl. This is from 2021. Someone sent me this to go over after this video. But
Lie.
Bro, have
He
you
was willing
ever
to do
seen
harm
Silence of the
to someone
Lambs?
yeah, I have.
That's actually what that's based on this guy's life.
Yeah, dude.
claimed to love more than anyone he has ever loved. His actions escalated. And I don't think that I'll be the last person that he hurts. And I felt like sharing my story was really important to warn people. I want people to see the
Super
signs that I refused to.
Glad you
I've-
warned us.
Glad you warned us. Yeah, dude. Make sure, if you're ever paying for soap and paper towels in your relationship, he might be a pedophile rapist who will abuse you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that astute advice.
To be fair, she never claimed he was a pedophile.
Okay,
Come
you
on.
get my point. Fuck you. You get my point.
Okay. Also at the very end, like the way that she's prefacing it isn't even at this point as if it's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to teach other women. It's literally like,
true.
If you see him walking across the street, run. He will bite you.
Dude, no, but
He
no.
will bite
Also,
you.
though, her point doesn't even make sense that she's like telling this story to make sure that he doesn't hurt other people down the line. What does that even mean? Because she didn't even name this guy by exact name.
Yeah.
She heavily implied who it is, which is why Wilbur Soot's now getting accused by a whole bunch of people and that it's him. But I mean, this just doesn't hold up. That doesn't make any sense.
And that's my whole thing. Like, she gives it away that it's deliberate by saying my last boyfriend, because she could have said one of my exes
Yeah.
and had like some kind of culpability to be like, oh well, you know, I was just like I was being anonymous about it, but like last ex, yeah, you can guess.
Yeah. And Addie Pupils, thank you for the $2. She fake pretty, got the hyena teeth. Okay, chill.
Oh
No
god.
intrinsic attributes, please.
People. I want people to see the signs that I refused to. I want you to listen to your body, and get out as soon as possible. Tell
Body your
friends the truth
choice.
and let them help you. I really thought I couldn't, because I had been sexually assaulted in a previous relationship. I just thought I was so much smarter to never. And I was like, if someone ever laid their hands on me, I'd leave immediately. It would never happen a second time. But you just.
But not their teeth.
It just kind of happened so slowly over time and got worse and worse and worse until the point where there's no way to deny the fact that he was hurting me and he knew and didn't care. That's just the kind of thing that I keep repeating to myself when I'm like, but was it bad enough? It wasn't violent enough. But I was being hurt multiple times every single day, days and days and days and days for a month at a time in a row. And I'm not even speaking on most, because I did touch on other things, but I'm not even speaking on most.
By the way, she's talked about more in this clip about random dirty laundry, irrelevant shit about how he didn't love her enough.
That's just the kind of thing that I keep repeating to myself when I'm like, but was it bad enough? It wasn't violent enough. But I was being hurt multiple times every single day, days and days and days and days for a month at a time in a row. And I'm not even speaking on most, because I did touch on other things, but I'm not even speaking on most of the other things that, in my opinion, I do think that there are some things
Oh, fuck,
that
wait,
are
let me
across
share
a
my
line
screen.
that
Let
make
me
you
share
a
my
bad
screen.
person. I don't think that most people can be defined in a black and white, you're good or you're bad,
There we
but I
go.
do believe that there's a line that you can cross, and only bad people will do the things on the other side of that line. You know
There
what
we
I mean? And number of I only cry now when I'm talking about my friends who also dealt with such shitty things from shitty people.
Yeah, please cry.
I'm also so grateful for all of my friends who
So many
put me through
tears.
this whole thing. And my friends
Tipster had
who-
45 whole viewers the other night.
So
Jesus.
we're experiencing similar sorts of situations at the same time, and we kind of went through it together. So
she's saying that other people corroborate this story and went through similar things together.
I think they are the strongest people in the whole world, and they made me feel like the strongest people in the whole world today. Did I call myself people? I'm in person. I feel like the strongest people. I said it again. I feel like the strongest person. They made me feel so brave. I felt impenetrable today. But I am gonna go now.
Impenetrable.
Whoa.
No penetration.
Like, come on.
Well,
dude.
if you think you're impenetrable, well, bitch, we are penetrating.
Oh,
Your story,
God.
your story. We're penetrating the holes in your story. We're poking those holes, okay? Don't want to pull a sneako. and get
we are
nuked
about to
off.
bite into the meat of this story.
Yeah.
Brave. I felt impenetrable today. But I am gonna go now because my friends are coming over, and we're immediately gonna go become distracted by watching Love Is Blind. I already watched all of it already, and I don't care. So thank
Based.
you for
No
Awesome,
proof,
girl.
no nothing.
listening. Thank you everyone who gifted subs.
W.
I am going to be taking the rest of the week off from streaming. I have a video going out on Saturday, and I'll be back next
You
week,
go,
and,
girl.
You won't hear about any of this again for a while, probably. But
Wait.
thank you all. I don't really even know what to do now. I think I'm just going to end. Go
Do you
spread
think
love
that
all over
this
the
is
place
how
on
they plan their vacations? Like they decide they want to take a week off, and they're like, "Yeah, that guy like bit me once."
Yeah.
right now, and I'll
She needs a
see
break.
you guys later.
See you guys later. And that's the whole
Later.
fucking stream. That's the whole segment from this girl. Dude, and look at the comment section. What did the comment section have to say? So, alright, I just really want to say something because this is ridiculous. This isn't about Wilbur, this is about Shubble. And I just hate how everyone is worrying about Wilbur more than Shubble. And it genuinely hurts my brain. Yeah, we gotta worry about this bitch. You guys need to stop assuming that it's Wilbur. Actually, just stop assuming that it's anyone in general. Just please give Shubble all the support she needs. She deserves it. Because this is really hard to talk about. Financial abuse, paying for soap and paper towels, especially on a social media platform with thousands of people watching you. Random people. Everyone keeps on saying, oh, it might be Wilbur, but I hope it's not just because I've been watching him for years, blah, 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 okay? This isn't about us. This isn't about Wilbur. This is about Shubble. Fucking yes, queen. Exactly how I thought. So, for goodness sake, just support Shubble and stop being so damn delusional. I get it, I'm also a huge Shubble and Wilbur fan, but she did not say his name at all. And I know she just can't say his name for legal reasons, or that she may not even want to. Yeah, good luck showing this in court. Yeah, you're really gonna get this guy locked up and throw away the key for these fucking allegations. And there's evidence of him, but just fucking hell. If it's him, then it's him. If it's not, then it's not. Just stop being so delusional and biased and just let it be. Stop getting to Shubble's privacy and wait until it's actually confirmed Even when it's confirmed, don't make it even worse, and don't create parasocial relationships with people because you never 100% sure what people are like off the camera. So I never in my life have watched Shubble before. I know she exists and I watched a lot of similar creators, but she never really popped up on my radar as much. I feel so awful that the way I ended up hearing about her was through this. No one should ever have to go through this kind of treatment. It wasn't violent enough, was it? It couldn't be that bad. That's something that resonated with me as someone who was abused in a similar way. Okay, dude. This is absolutely disgusting. What's disgusting? What is this?
There was this one time that he pinned me down and asked me to try my absolute hardest to get him off of me, and I couldn't do it.
Oh my god, it's this shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
That he
The framing
pinned me
work,
down and asked
dude.
me to try my absolute hardest to get him off of me, and I couldn't do it, obviously. And he said something to make the point that he was so much stronger than me that I wouldn't be able to fight him back.
I'm willing to bet $5,000 that this was in a playful, sexual-esque context, but now that the relationship went poor and he didn't commit to her, now she's recontextualizing it, acting as if it's malicious to show that he's some kind of supervillain, dangerous guy to society.
Well, that's the thing, Luhrix. You don't even have to guess. She admits at the very beginning that she's recontextualizing it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's
because
the thing.
yeah. These are red flags she should have looked out for. This is absolutely sickening. I mean, these are just like 13-year-old fucking girls in 8th grade. This is just insane, dude. My blood is boiling. My blood is boiling. The anger I feel. Shubble shouldn't have been treated like this. No one should ever. And she is so incredibly strong and brave to come out and tell her story. We love you, Shubble. We love you. She's so brave. That person has a whole lot of karma coming for them. Dude. I really feel bad for Shelby. This is just fucking... Oh my god, the way her voice trembles.
And number of... I only cry now when I'm talking about my friend.
What are the fucking newest? It's gotta be something different. Show facts and evidence, go to the cops of it. This reeks of Mama Max. Oh, this is probably one of my fucking chatters.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for her in every way. I've been down this road before, but as a Wilbur Soot fan for a super long time, I don't think it's him. Shelby, you're strong and brave. Ignore all the people making it about Will. It's about you. Guys, stop assuming it's Wilbur. You are so strong. That's the response in at least the comment section. But if you go to Twitter, what a lot of people are saying about this, what is this? Don't misgender me. You're being transphobic. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. But he's being called a serial abuser by people online with thousands of likes. 3,000 saying that he's been weird with other women and being creepy.
What? Yes.
This clip that we took a look at earlier. Wilbur Soot right now. Oh, what's this? The consequences of my actions now. I wonder why Wilbur Soot is trending. The fucking horrors. I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks at these allegations, boys. Holy shit. Wilbur Soot being a potential abuser? These Minecraft YouTuber bitches having a freak off. True. Wilbur Soot is what? Just found out about Wilbur Soot. Wilbur Soot himself could come forward and confirm all the allegations that his fans would still be like, now let's not speculate. But, no, I'm being sent a lot of, like, interesting and funny tweets from this one Shubble girl. The girl who's making the allegations that I want to take a look at. Let me, zoom these in. So what do we got here? This is from 2021. What's the context of this? I get why understanding asexuality is hard. Explaining sexual attraction as being different than sexual desire or interest is hard for others to understand. Sexuality isn't about your interest in sex as an act, but being ace means sex might play a different role in our lives. Dude, so this girl wasn't even putting out the pussy. She wasn't even putting out in this relationship. Maybe that's another big reason why it didn't work out, sister. Come on. For some, it plays no part in their lives or relationships if they are uninterested because of the lack of attraction. That should be respected. For some, it plays a minor part as something you might do sometimes with your partner for whatever reason you choose whenever you want. For some, it plays a large part. For some aces, levels of desire, just like anyone in their other sexuality might, regardless of experiencing sexual attraction or not. And for some, it's an important part of intimacy, if touch is important for them to closeness. Also remembering it's an autistic spectrum, and many of us still do experience sexual attraction, whether it's just occasionally or under certain circumstances and levels of trust between them and the partner. Good one. Okay. Sexual active aces are valid. Shout out to Shubble. I got more people sending me other tweets from her. Let me pull this up real quick. In the meantime, Smaggle, are you winning on Fortnite, dude? How you doing?
Dude, Smaggle's dead.
Smaggle fucking died?
Yeah, dude. He just like bailed.
Dude, he had dinner at 5. He fucking couldn't make it. Okay, pulling up the last couple tweets. Sorry for the brief intermission too of my computer shitting itself. Fucking okay, but alright, last tweet right here. Jesus, a lot on this fucking guy. But alright, this is what we got going here. What is this? Why would you date someone you're not attracted to? Dude, she's asexual. Fucking respect it. I'll never be the same. It's over for me. Wilbur was the reason I woke I woke up every day. The reason I lived. I know it's parasocial, but I don't have a reason to live in. This is a fucking meme. This is a fucking meme. Dude, I'm getting flashbacks to that Hina tweet we read the other day. I have no reason to live anymore. I'm ending it all. It was fun while it lasted. W. I'm giving a big fat like on that one. Jess for the thing of the $5. If this girl's name is Shelby, she's evil. Never trust a broad named Shelby. Thank you for the dono. Dude.
Oh, true. Spencer Shelby.
Yeah. Dude, someone sent a wellness check out to Sanko, the writer, please. It may be over for them. I'll go to the funeral. I want to say that I don't support Wilbur anymore, and I won't tweet about him or Lovejoy, so just unfollow me if you still support him. Also, I won't talk about TNT Duo anymore. This is what I mean, man.
No!
This is what I mean earlier, you know. Granted, this guy's been incredibly successful, but cultivating an audience about this, cultivating an audience like this is a landmine to just survive in the future. Because cultivate an audience like this, getting people like this on your side, any day, this type of shit could happen to you, where the stupidest allegations will come out, and your career will be fucked in an instant. But I really cried, like, a lot when I had to stop supporting Wilbur. I've wasted so much money. Yeah, dude, you fucking oiled an abuser. How does that make you feel? And I've drawn him so much. I had 3, shout out to 3, if you get that call back from yesterday. I had 3 hyperfix with him in it. Lovejoy was literally canon in my OC's universe.
No.
Fuck. These people, man, they deserve everything coming towards them. This is just atrocious. Just because you took dropping Wilbur well doesn't mean others didn't. It's fine if you don't care and you're able to let go, but this has really fucked with me because this was a 3-year hyperfixation. One of my autistic reference, epic autistic reference, guys. Hyperfixation. Let's check this person's fucking bio. Oh, what do we got here? It's Palestine based. A part of multiple hyperfixations I had, and I had fucking source memories with him. So this hasn't been easy on me. It's really fucked me mentally, and has made me suicide. These people's will is as weak as fucking ice. It's thin as ice. But I haven't said it yet because I didn't feel comfortable. Not only is it affecting me, it's affecting the person co-front with me, whatever that means.
What the fuck?
Because he's an introject of Wilbur. What are these words?
What the fuck is going on right now?
Just think of the $2.
This person needs to go to a mental hospital.
When are you gonna abuse the chat so we can come out? Now. Pay me or else I'm fucking suicidal. We're suicide baiting today, boys. What is this? Struggling account, trench system, fronting Alex, Callie. Someone said that there's multiple he says he has multiple personalities in his bio. Am I missing something?
Wait, who?
Is that trench system? This Alex person. And people can be upset and they lost a form of comfort, as well as they focus on Shubble is the victim here and not them. People are going to be upset they lost a form of comfort. They said the same thing. I have no comfort to go to for this because it, unfortunately all involved him. But I'm focusing on Shubble and everyone should. Hey, a Wilbur fellow introject here. These people all need the fucking
What
redacted.
the fuck does that mean? Introject. Chat, what does that mean?
Some autistic fucking thing. This is just horrifying. But yeah, that's mainly. Is there more stuff I want to go over today? What else do we? So we got the Wilbur Soot allegations.